Welcome to our Spotlight Speaker session with the fantastic Wanitcha Sumanat, also known as Lily from Thailand, Bangkok.
Nice.
Also a dear member from the very beginning of the Terps Practice Network, when it was even still called the Interpreters Practice Group. Yeah, and Lily, she will talk about linguistic forensics today. So Lily, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you very much. And I know that the subject is very hard, very difficult. So the participant is like, you have to be really interested in this topic. It's not very light topic, but anyway, what I'm gonna show you today is more like a practical, something practical, not something theory. And if you listen to forensic linguistics from the from school, from university, from academic, they were talking about a lot of uh, uh, theory, background, and probably some sample. But here is, we skip from theory, background stuff, but back to the something practical. So you can, if anyone are interested in this topic and you have question in the middle of the my presentation, you can just unmute yourself and then we can discuss it. If you also have question and example or experience that you are having in the past or you are doing now. Uh, I am a president of the Southeast Asian Association of Professional Translators and Interpreters, or we call it CPROT. We try to make a stronghold in our country first from Thailand and try to collaborate with our partners in Southeast Asia. And also the arbitrator at the Thailand Arbitration Center, or THAC, where I learned how to, be a judge, a private judge to decide, make a decision for cases. And I'm also a legal and forensic translator. So for ASEAN Legal International, the private company, and also a member of the working committee for the foreign affairs and the education in Thai Senate, which I'm pushing to have laws in legal translation and interpreting. Uh, Back to the topic. Our topic today is the forensic linguistic. Forensic linguistic is the study of the relationship of the language and the law. And if you pick up any books about forensic linguistic, then you will see the word called critical discourse analysis, which most of you may familiar with discourse analysis. Discourse means you just pick up the syntax, the grammar, who's the subject, which one is the verb. But for the critical discourse analysis, they will look into the tone of the language, the body language of the actor, of the speaker. So, and also the dress, the environment, the sound, the voice around you. So it's more create impact on the analysis of the forensic linguistic. The key area is in the law. We do interpreting legal document, detecting plagiarism, copyright violation. This is the you might be familiar with, and the legal processes is the courtroom interpreting, investigative, and police interview, and the evidence is analyzing statement, confessions, and suicide notes, which I mentioned about suicide note with Monica in the our session, small session, 10-minute session. But today we will look into the analyzing statement and also some confession. In terms of the teaching and the research, advanced forensic method and training practitioner, because some of the when I do the presentation, some of the researcher and academics always come to listen in order to find a topic to do the research. That's what happened in Thailand and in Southeast Asia. The forensic linguistic, we do the analyze language evidence to uncover the true meaning. When we talk about the true meaning, we're talking about the critical discourse analysis, which can determine what the intention of the speaker or what happened in the text. The key task is we identify the authorship, who is the owner of the text, who speak the text, or who write the text. Through writing style, even you do the tape recording of someone, you need to transcribe it. So when you transcribe it, it turns to be a writing style, and we analysis from that text. We detect the deception in speech patterns. Which speech pattern can tell you who lies or who speak the truth. We analyze word choices, we syntax, the dialects. The dialects can tell where you are from and what kind of society you are in, and also vocabularies. Spot linguistic pattern in the statement and also the confession. And when we're talking about the type of text to analyze the forensic linguistic, we look into the, for example, we look into the legal document, we look into the contract, we look into the will, and we look into the criminal evidence, confession, suicide note, ransom letter. Suicide note, is it written with the dead person, or just somebody fake it in order to receive the benefit of the dead person? That's the intention we are looking for. Also the ransom, we can also guess where is the abductee and the location and the whereabouts of the incident. And the transcript, phone call, police interview, courtroom proceeding. And also the digital communication, we look into text, we look into emails, we look into social media, which these are fundamental for the discourse, for the critical discourse analysis. The other type of the text that we analyze also cover witness statement, product warnings, trademarks, copyright, as well, which is relating to the commercial perspective. And when we talk about the key skill forensic linguistic, if you want to be a forensic linguist, then you need to be a person with curiosity. You need to ask a lot of questions, observational skills. You need to look into details oriented. You need to be patient. Sometimes solution cannot come right away. You need to be very patient. And if you spot the something wrong, you need to have question, and you need to be determined to make a decision. You have an attention to detail. You have a strong communication. Even you talk to the police, you give your own opinion, or you talk to the judge while you giving your testimony before the court. And you need to be discretion. You mean everything has to be secret, confidential. Passion for language and linguistic. I hope that everyone, I'm sure that everyone in this room are, passion for language and linguistics. So that's why you come to this session, and you understanding the legal procedure, which is very, very important at the end of the day. And the case study today I'm going to show you is the defamation and the least majestic case, which is these two cases or two laws are the same thing, but the defamation is for general people in general, but the least majest is for the for the offense against the monarchy. In Thailand, we take it seriously for least majest and also the defamation. Defamation, the act of damaging someone's reputation by making false or harmful statement, either spoken, we call it slander in legal term, and written, we call libel. If you write something against someone making their reputation damage, then we call libel. That may in civil or criminal liability depend on the jurisdiction. And the lèse-majesté is a specific offense involving insult, defamation, or threat directed to the sovereign or monarch or the head of the state. In some countries, for example, in Thailand, it's a threat as a serious criminal offense under the national security law. And let's take a look at the real life case study that I have provide my services to the government. In this case, both people are in a very high profile as a police and the politician. Mr. Santana Prayunrat filed the defamation case against Mr. Chuwit on the different occasions because they keep insulting each other, using some bad words, using some dirty words against each other. But I'll show you how I analyze the material. Before we go for the stage of the doing the analysis, we do the material preparation. The material preparation in the police procedure in the defamation cases. Once the complainant filed the defamation complaint, such as over written statement or video content, inquiry officer will review the material provided, for example, articles, social media posts, or video. And in this case, I have a chance to watch video, which is very important to watch the video. Just like I said that the CDA, critical discourse analysis, we rely on the other factor as well, not just rely on the text. We rely on the how the facial expression of the speaker, the location, the environment, the emotion of the speaker. And then after we get the video, we transcribe the spoken content from the videos or audio recordings. So today, nowadays we use Google AI audio, a studio, which is very accurate. You just chop you just chop the video into probably 5 minutes, each 5 minutes, and then put the book in the Google AI studio, and then it will transcribe exactly the same thing that the speaker in the video said. And then you can use it as a timeline and like a timestamp. And you, in case of the that the foreign language, you can do the translation from that transcript as well. And then we format the transcription appropriately for inclusion in the official case. The example in the right-hand side is the sample of the transcript, but it is in Thai. This is in Thai case. We also have the foreign case as well. And in terms of the foreign case, we have the Thai version and also the English version separate, but in the same page. We can also do it from the Google AI Studio as well. And this is the format of the transcript that we use. So everything has to be the format that's specified by the court, which is easier to understand. And the most important thing, just like I said before, that we need to watch the video, which is very essential. And like it's different than discourse analysis. Critical discourse analysis need to look into every element in the video, even sometimes even the rainfall, the thunder, and the disaster, accident. Everything has a very important impact on the analysis. And also the after watch the video and read the transcription, you need to give the certification of review. After you review, then you sign your name to make sure that you read it. Because when you testify before the court or the judge will ask you if you read it. If you read the transcription, have you watched the video, and you need to make sure that you have done according to the procedure. On the right-hand side of me is the statement after you read the script, you give the statement to the police. The police is recording your statement, and there are some, we call it element in the statement. For example, like you need to identify as a witness. You need to look into the plaintiff and the defendant. They have the correct names, or the person in the party in dispute are correct. And you state your occupation, and you give your address to the officer. I said here that you need to have like 10-year experience so you can be a forensic linguist. And the next, the later part of the statement refer to data, legal code standards, case study, or precedent. Precedent means the Supreme Court judgment. If any Supreme Court judgment that related to your case, you can actually tell the police that, oh, this is fall into this case as well. It is similar. So you can also get that, for example, to related to your case. You avoid purely subjective judgment. It has to be very objective, because some of the linguists, try to associate their emotion, their opinion too much, and not try to be rely on the objection. So your reasoning should be traceable and verifiable. And as you can see the picture on the right, so I state my qualification. You need to state your qualification, who you are. And you state that you are giving the statement as a linguist expert witness. You need to make sure what your stand is. And then you state your education and professional experience. This is very important. And sometimes they can ask for your CV and your proven record of experience. And then the later part, you pick some words, phrases, or excerpt that you think that they cause the defamation with your reason why it is, defame or make somebody or ruin somebody's reputation. And then you always sign your name as a witness. So you have a very, it is free for you to pick up any, sometimes that the plaintiff just highlight some words or phrases or sentence for you, but as the expert witness, you also have the freedom to select if you want to go with your plaintiff opinion, or you just want to go with your opinion. And this kind of mixed thing. And if you can take a look at the picture on the right hand side, this is only one example, and the inquiry have a question. If I read the text, and if anything that cut into your eye that this is a defamation, for example, the word, are you wearing a skirt or what, in that case, some men are very furious about this, because it's jeopardize their manhood, the feeling of to be a man or something. And then for example, you stupid like a donkey. I'm sorry for the spelling of the donkey. I don't think you are happy if somebody say that you are like a donkey, but I don't know. And especially with the politicians, with a very famous politician, and also the police, that they don't feel comfortable about being called a donkey. And also a crybaby mafia. When you talk about a crybaby, it's like you are weak, you are not strong like a man. And mafia is a bad word. It's you can take a look at the dictionary of your in your language and see how it goes. Some word can be neutral, but when you look up in the dictionary, then the tone of the language is like, oh, I have been talking like this the whole life. I haven't know that this is a bad language. That's we have been experience something like this all the time. So when you do the you give your opinion. You use the clear and objective language. You avoid jargon unless speaking to the specialists. If you're talking to the specialists, they understand. But if you talk about to the judge, then you need to use the judge language, for example. Otherwise you need to explain the term. Be neutral and be professional, even when disagreeing. You don't disagree with it, but you have to be neutral and professional when giving your opinion. While the translation is fluent, this is in case that the text are foreign. The phrase reasonable doubt, was rendered in a way that may confuse Thai speaker. So the legal equivalent is lost, then you need to do more interpretation and explain more. Because sometimes you need to make a judgment on words, phrase, sentences, then it has to be clear that it's beyond reasonable doubt that this is a defamation. If you say, oh, this is probably not, this is probably yes, then we just don't pick it. We have to make sure that this is the defamation. And when we address the counter argument, I don't see much in my experience, because everyone is just like, okay, you are a specialist, then we trust you. But you should have this practice as well, just in case that somebody don't trust you. Okay. And give the actionable conclusion. You provide practical implication on next step. Your opinion should help decision maker act or understand the issue better. This is about communication to the police officer, to convince the police officer that this is a defamation. You can go further with the public prosecutor. And in the end of the day, you need to testify before the court and make the court believe that what your opinion is, it's reach the objective of the case. But in this case, it's the defamation. So, and this is the text that from the example from the right hand side. I do the translation from the Thai and also English, just for you to understand, and in the green highlight, there is a sentence pop up from the speaker saying, are you wearing a skirt or not? Something like that. It's a derogatory remark. So you are stupid like a donkey. And cyber mafia. I don't. And some of you can see one at 0. I think 4 seconds, 6 seconds, 9 seconds, 11. I may skip something. Okay. 11 seconds, 14 seconds, 17 seconds. This each second for the line has been have been selected by the plaintiff, but I also make my choice as well, that I pick the first one, the second one, the third one, but I don't pick the fourth one, the fifth one, the fourth one. Okay, the fourth one, and yeah, just not the fourth one, because I don't feel that, because sometimes the plaintiff feel hurt, but I am, as a neutral person, reasonable person, I don't feel hurt or anything, or damaged or anything. So I just explain to the plaintiff that as a specialist, I don't feel this is fall into the defamation category. Then we need to make it clear with the with the plaintiff. And when we finish the giving the opinion to the police officer, the inquiry officer, the next step is to read my witness expert statement carefully before signing my name. Of course, we need to read it. If we don't read it, we don't know if the police has write something, then something wrong. Because I have done cases sometime three years before, and then the case to the court, I forgot it. What I just gave the testimony. Sometimes I need to take a picture, because they don't allow me to bring a copy photocopy or something. And then after reading it, then polished version by, when analyzing text, I do the, we call it consult 3 materials. The first one is the book on the criminal code. You need to make sure that you have it. You need to make sure that your analysis is consistent with the laws, with the article, with the criminal code that we are talking about as the objective. And the second one is the dictionary. The dictionary that I'm using in this case is the Royal Institute Dictionary. It is always safe to use a dictionary. You know why? Because somebody speak it for you. I can claim that this is not what I'm saying. This is the dictionary saying. If you want to sue me, you go sue the Royal Institute, not me. For example, it's like a defense for myself. And then in case of the text is a foreign, then I use the Colin Colville Advanced Learners Dictionary. This one is very good because it say that if this person say that he or she is feeling like this is the only dictionary in the world tell you what people are thinking, what people are believing, or what they are doing. I'm not sure if there is any other dictionary like this in other languages, like in German, like in Spanish, but this is the best dictionary that I always use as a forensic linguist. And then last, you need to prepare to testify before the court, as you can just like I explained, because the court will ask you why you use this word and why you pick this word and how you analyze it, what kind of theory that you rely on to do the analysis on this. So, and then, yeah, that's it for my presentation today. And this is from my real life experience.
Wow, thank you so
Have any
much.
question?
Yeah, this was really, really interesting and fascinating.
I hope it is not too difficult.
But yeah, it's a lot of responsibility that you carry then as well, as an expert witness.
Yes, and this is only small job that you can do at the police station, but of course that if you get the job from a private company or the defendant or the plaintiff directly, you will get paid more than you do for the court or the government agency. The government agency always pays low, but you get credit that you get the assignment from the government agency. But if you get the job from the private company or from the individuals, they will pay you more for your expertise, and the job is more detail oriented, and you need to rely on a lot of sources, so you can claim your expertise for other cases as well, and also from for the the fee for the professional fee. Yeah, that can be another interesting job.
Yeah, and quite diversity as well, and there's a mix of jobs. But I think it's also like a good question that I think many of us wonder. It's like because in many countries, legal interpreting or public service interpreting is paid quite low. So yeah, and you started mentioning it, like, is this like worth it, let's say, or because it's a lot of responsibility that you carry as well, and you are even have to defend
Exactly.
yourself. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And one of the most important thing is, just like you said, Sarah, you need to find a way to protect yourself from being sued back as well. So that's why using the dictionary is very important. Your determination, you have to make sure that this is a really defamation. It's not just 50-50,
You have to
and
sound, you have to be confident. You have like, this is a
exactly.
defamation, not like,
This is a
yeah.
defamation.
Yeah, 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 that's it here.
That's correct.
Yeah, I see. And the dictionary, is it in paper? if I understand correctly.
In paper.
You're not allowed to carry anything in digitally, I suppose, or how does it work?
Right. In Thailand, the courtroom is kind of still very conservative. So you need to carry the dictionary in paper to the court. And if the dictionary doesn't have the word that you are looking for, you print it out from a computer. That's okay as well. But you have to make sure that the source is reliable and can be trusted. And you present it to the court with some translation or some writing to make the court confident that your decision is correct. So our opinion is more, it's just not giving opinion. Sometimes we help the judge, to make it easier to render the judgment. Yeah, but we don't tell anyone that.
Yeah, fascinating. Yeah, of course, no, they rely on you, like, and really well presented as well. The slide that we see just now, like there was an example, and you explained, what it means. It's really great, really helpful. Yeah, super. The others, please, any questions? Please just
Any
unmute.
question?
Yeah, any questions? Maybe you want to stop the screen share, maybe, and we come back to the screen where everybody is. Yeah, great. Yeah. Any questions for
And anyone from a university in this room?
yeah, or anybody
No.
teaching or giving guest lectures or anything, or any other
guest
connection?
lecture.
Yeah. I think Monica maybe, but maybe she's not here at the moment.
I picked some easy case, but there are some other difficult cases as well, and especially in the civil. The civil case is for example, like the copyright, the trademark. It's very some easy case. Some, for example, like check is not, it's not difficult. You can see the letter. We collaborate with the another association as well. They call Forensic Sign, and then they can tell even the component of the letter, the typewriter, something like that. And
Yeah.
I'm here anyway because I couldn't find the button.
Yeah.
Hi, Monica.
Hi,
How
Monica.
are you? She showed me the book of the forensic linguistic in Spanish, right?
Yeah,
Oh, really cool. Yeah.
my former teacher at the when I was doing my master's degree, she's a forensic linguist, and I find the subject really fascinating. Went through all the cases with a Unabomber, which is possibly
Unabomber,
the most famous one.
right.
Can
But
you maybe
also,
for everybody, can you shortly explain what do you refer to?
Unabomber is the case of the bomb in some 19 something in America, in the United States, and the terrorists, right? The terrorists, they try to bomb some places with in the public, but before he set the bomb explosion, he has some kind of manifestation, a paper telling
manifesto.
something like that, some kind of writing, and they analyzed the writing of the the actor of the doing the explosion, and they found that the culprit is a PhD student in a certain period of time, because they use some kind of word, for example, like traveling. If you can see from my chat, traveling to L, right? There are some some particular period that the America using 1L or 2L, something like that, so they can identify, oh, must be the student from this area and using this kind of textile editor, something like that. So they analyze it. So Monica can tell us more as well. If you know forensic linguists, then this Unabomber case.
Yeah, not much more. As far as I can remember, because it was called a Unabomber also because it started putting bombs at universities. And then, if I remember correctly, it was actually his sister-in-law that from a letter that he sent to his brother, figure out that there were similarities in the way that he was writing the letters and his manifesto. The manifesto was quite long as well. It wasn't just a billboard. So yeah, and then obviously forensic linguists compared the two versions, and that's how they caught him.
Wow, fascinating. Okay.
Similar pattern of using the language. So yeah.
Yeah, that's forensic linguistics. Interesting. Wow, wow, wow.
I don't know if it's still on, but on Netflix there were two series, one series and one film, I think, about the Unabomber. So if it's still on Netflix, maybe you can watch it.
Yeah, noting it down.
It's on and off sometimes. Yeah, it's on and off sometimes.
Great. Yeah, any other questions or comments? And great, thanks also for sharing, Monica. Yeah. Mark, please.
I have a question. Do you consider that you are paid more as a forensic linguist than you are as an interpreter? Because, I mean, it depends. I mean, as a forensic linguist, you are presumably working in a very, very, very rare sector, right?
Yes.
Whereas there are more of us interpreters around, and therefore there is, and there's also the terrible problems that we have in terms of public perception of what we do as interpreters. People think of us not as professionals, but that we are just replaceable by artificial intelligence or simple bilingual, which is absolutely not the case. But this leads to pressure on our pricing, which we should not have. We should be up there with the lawyers and presumably with the forensic linguists in terms of our remuneration. Do you agree with that statement?
I think it's interesting question. As an interpreter, you don't give opinion, right? You don't give opinion. But forensic linguist, you give opinion, and the job function overlapping between using the language, doing translation, interpretation, and it can be like but lawyer in Thailand is more like presenting case. They don't make a decision. But the similar thing to the foreign linguist, the forensic linguist, is to present the fact that try to in a way that we try to make the judgment, the decision of the judge more convenient. That okay, I don't. The judge may say, okay, I don't have to work harder because even with both lawyer and also the forensic linguist already give me something that I can make the decision right away. And yeah, I think there are some kind of a lot of aspect that you can you can think about.
But as far as I understood between the lines is it's not better paid than conference interpreting, right? Or is it?
Well, it's it depends on the case as well. Just like if you work for the government agency, then it's not good pay, but at least you get credit. Yeah, it's like just like Amina's case, that she's talking about pro bono stuff. But if you work for the company, private company, then you get more on that, especially doing some analyzing the trademark, the copyright, the patent, because we look into pattern of something as well, not just the text that showing.
Maybe can you give us an example? What's like a good payday in Thailand, maybe in US dollars or something, or compared to a low?
For the private company, it's more than $300. More than $300. But if you work for the government, that's very low. I think it depends on the what is it? Other country as well.
So
If you work
$300 in
Singapore,
Thailand, quite good money though. I mean, you have
yes,
to
yes.
take
Because we only
everything.
pay 3% taxes. 3% taxes.
Wow.
In your
Interesting.
country, probably 40, then a very, a lot. We still have, a lot of money left to spend.
That's a good way of phrasing it, yes. Great, thanks
know,
for
because
sharing.
my friend in Australia, she pay tax like 40 per, very high tax. So something left to her is not a lot. So that's why even though $300 here and $300 in Australia, they keep complaining. That's a issue that we always discuss.
Yes, yeah. Well, interesting. Great. Thank you so much for your honesty and sharing everything and opening up this new topic. I wasn't that aware of it either. Forensic linguistics. Very fascinating. Yeah. Cool,
Thank
cool.
you.
We are already at the top of the hour, but we have room for one more last question. Oh, Mark, was your question answered?
Yes, I think
And
so.
Monica, your comment was is all dealt with? Yeah. Okay. Don't want to leave anybody hanging here. Any last question, comment?
So, what's your plan for the Labor Day? Tomorrow is a Labor Day, right?
In Thailand as well, yeah? Or is it everywhere?
Yes, yes. I just need a
Great,
long
yeah.
sleep.
Yeah. No plans, maybe some
more
excursion or so.
I guess no more questions.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
And
so
thank you
let
everyone
me
for
give
paying
you
attention.
an applause.
Yes. I know that the topic is very very tough and very difficult, but
I hope you can hear it. Yeah, thank you. Applause, applause. So that was really fascinating, and you made it really lively. It wasn't boring at all. We all learned something, I guess. I'm sure. And you know the drill. Next Wednesday again, next Spotlight speaker, Lily again. Thank you so much. It was really, really great. So don't think it's boring, really. It's super important and delicate. And being an expert witness, great. No, and learning something more about the Thai culture as well. It's all super great that we're here from the global community. And also, if anybody else wants to be a spotlight speaker, you're welcome. You can totally have the space one Wednesday.
Probably I want to hear
just
Mark
let me
speak
know.
next time.
And yeah, I'm already in contact with Mark in June some point.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you're muted, Mark, or I didn't hear it. I don't know.
No, I'm not muted. I don't think so.
Okay. Okay, there you are. Yes.
With dates, because I think I have to be in Berlin that week, but I will let you know. But if I'm in Berlin, then presumably
we find another Wednesday.
find a way of doing it. Because I travel with
yeah, absolutely. Yes.
I just don't use the big microphone you can't see here. I use a much smaller lapel mic.
Well, that's not a problem. But that will be manageable. Yeah. And also can be any other Wednesday. So really everybody, we make it suitable for you, preferably a Wednesday because this is our spotlight day. But other than that, we can always work around it. All right. Okay, cool. Then have a great rest of see you next week.